What's up guys, how you all doing? I'm Paul the Tech Giant and welcome back to the channel for another tech unboxing. And tonight we've got a great one because we have got a folding electric bike, and would you believe it, is actually all inside this one small box. So the make and model of this bike is the Fiido or Fiido, we're unsure of the pronunciation, D4S. And what we're going to do, we're going to get it unpacked, we're going to get it set up, and we're going to take it out for a test ride. Right then, let's crack on then and get this open. And once we have got this open and all set up, we will run through some of the vital specs. So it looks like we've got a few accessories there. We've got some pedals, a reflector, and then the bike itself. Oh, we've got a saddle there. Look at the length on that. There we go. Yeah, very nice in the white. Right, looks like it's just a few things to take off then. So we've got a bit of foam there. Got some cable ties, keeping on what look like some, what's that, mud guards by the looks of it. Yeah, mud guards just there. And another one there just at the front. And then it looks like we've got a little bit of cardboard as well. And then one final piece just on the bottom. Right, so now we've got all that wrapping off. Let's just take a quick look. If you can see just here, we have the connections going from one side of the bike to the other. So what we're going to do is now actually just pull the bike round like so. Move that back. So those connections, as you can see, now go together. We're going to push this piece over and then lock that down into place. Next, we're going to pull up the handlebar, like so. I'm going to pull this up and then push that lock into place. He says, yep, that's it, just there. And then finally, the handlebars need to be twisted round, so we've got a quick release just there. Lift that back, push the handlebars round to the desired location, lock that into place, and move around the display. So just spinning the bike around then, and as you can see, we've got a stand just there. So if we put that down for a second, and we're going to put on the very long saddle. Reason why it's long, obviously because this part is quite low. So we're going to release the quick release there, take off the packaging. Looks nice and comfy, and just insert that into there and then lock it into place at the desired height. Simple as that. Next up, we need to fit the reflector and the pedals. Believe it or not all bikes actually come with pedals. So it's good that they are actually included. But one thing to point out, that there is in fact a left and a right pedal. So make sure you get those correct when fitting them to the bike. But hey, we need tools. But don't worry about that because they come all supplied. So if we just open up this box then, we do have, oh, he says somewhere in there, is a double-ended screwdriver, so a flathead, and a Phillips, and you can change that around to whichever one you want. Very handy indeed. Then pulling out this, we have a spanner just there, so that's going to be very handy. Then we also have a set of Allen keys. So fair play, it comes with all the little tools that you're going to need to get you up and running. And then finally, we have our charging brick just there and the cable. And yes, we get a 3-pin adapter for the UK market. Okay, so I've got the right pedal, and that will be on the right hand side as if you are sitting on the bike. So just going to start that off and then finish off with the spanner. Right, so that's the bike all put together now, including the saddle, the pedals, And I've even just quickly popped on the reflector on the back. I'm sure you can do that yourselves. The only thing that I have left off are the mud guards. I'm not really a mud guard sort of person, but like I said, you do come with all the fixtures and fittings for those supplied. Right, so now let's take a closer look around the bike and go through some of the specs. Got lots of them written down here. So the bike weighs only 17.5 kilos, which is very light when it comes to e-bikes. The maximum range on this is 50 miles or 80 kilometers. The motor, which is at the rear just there, is 250 watts, and the maximum speed, as it is in the UK, is 15.5 miles per hour, but please just bear in mind, obviously that may depend on whereabouts you are in the world. Then we have an integrated battery. Now, unlike a lot of other e-bikes, they'll be mounted on the outside, but no, this is all built into the frame, so giving it a nice sleek look there. We have 3 different ride modes. So we have pure electric mode, we have cycle mode, and power assist mode. Then looking at the brakes, as you can see, we've got disc brakes at the front and the rear, so should have some good stopping power just there. And then just up the top here, we have 6-speed Shimano gears. Now, when it comes to charging, it takes 7 hours in total, and there is a charging port which is located just underneath. And when it comes to weight, it can support a maximum of 120 kilos. Now, taking a closer look at the handlebar area then, and just here, you may notice, looks like we have an accelerator, so yeah, easy to pull that back and forth. Then of course we have our brakes back and front. Then we have our gears, so you've got up and down just there, and then we have a couple of buttons just there, which we'll come to in just a second. But this is our display. I'll tell you what, let's pull that cover off there, just there, very nice. And let's turn it on. So I'm going to hold down the top button. There we go. Fires into life. So we've got battery percentage just there. And looks like our different modes. So that's on 1. Press the bottom button again. That goes to 2. And then on to 3. And then back to 1 again. Pressing the top one just quickly brings up our light indicator just there, and if we press this button at the top, as you can see, we do have a built-in light, which is very good indeed. So I can just flash that on and off, and then just below that we then have a very handy and annoying horn. Now, what I have noticed is that when this light indicator is illuminated and then you hold down and turn off the power, what you can do is just press on that button and the light will illuminate. So maybe if you're entering into a communal hallway, say to a block of flats, whatever, and there's no lights, then you can actually light it up without actually having the whole bike turned on. Okie dokie, we are now out and about, and the first thing that we need to do is get this bike unfolded. We've just taken it out of the car and it fitted in there absolutely lovely. So what I'm going to do is just first lift this part round, as we've seen before, pushing that over and locking that into place. Then we're going to lift up the handlebar and lock that into place, push that round, there we go. And what I didn't show you before is that we can actually adjust the height of the handlebars. Now, if we just push that forward, then we can actually lift this up to our desired height. Hence why we have so much slack on the cable, because it gives us that much play. And then finally, we just need to adjust the seat. So again, plenty of adjustment, as you can see on there, and lock that into place. Right, we've now moved to quite a bit of tarmac because cars keep beeping at us, so it's a bit quieter over here. So we need to turn the bike on. So if you come on over, and what we're going to do is just hold down the power button. And what we're going to do is start off on level assistance 1. And let's see exactly how we got on. So I'm sure I'm not going to look the finest on this bike, but you know, needs must. Let's go. And we are off. So, straight away I've just felt that assistance kick in there. Not too aggressive, but we are only on level 1. And I'll tell you what, first impressions, it's nice and comfy. I tell you what, it's a lot smoother than I was expecting it to be. Now, don't know if it's coming across well on camera, but it's a little bit bumpy, this tarmac down here. It's all under construction, so we have got, you know, a few sort of little stones and stuff about, so it's not the cleanest of surfaces, and that's riding really, really nice. Let's try these gears out. Nice smooth gear change. Now, for being honest, I wasn't expecting much from this because it's, you know, not the best gears I've ever seen on a bike, but very nice gear changes. Let's just spin back round. And I'll tell you what, guys, yeah, this is really impressive. Now, you've got to remember, this currently is just under £600 here in the UK. I'll tell you what, let's knock it up to assistance level number 2. Oh, yeah. Feel more assistance there. I'm going to slow it back down. Bit more forceful with that when it comes in. Not too jerky though, but just a little bit more go to it. But yeah, to think this is, you know, around the £600 mark, this ain't a bad boy at all, to be fair. It's even at low speeds there. As soon as I push on the pedal a bit, that's it, the assistance there is kicking in. Let's knock it up to number 3 now. Now we're going, let's change those gears. And again, I don't know if you can can't hear any rattles or anything like that. Seeing though there's no, you know, suspension, it rides really, really nice. I am absolutely blown away by this. So what we're going to do now, those gear changes as well, is we're now going to actually just test out the throttle. So just pedaling slightly. Now I'm going to pull this back, and now here we go. I am not pedaling at all. 25 kilometers per hour there. So we are, you know, doing pretty well, because I'm not a light person, and it's getting this speed that it claims. Go back round again. Let's see from how low down it will pull. Now, will it pull off from a standing start? So no pedaling. So let's move that pedal back there. See my feet. Yeah, there we go. So no pedaling required to get you up and running on the all electric mode there. Look, no feet. And of course, if I wish, let's change those gears. You know, I can then pedal on top of that. So we're up to 30 there. Really go for it here. At 37 kilometers per hour with me pedaling as well. So again, all electric in the high gear and the pedal as well. That's brilliant. You can really go off the road like that. It's good to use that to sort of get you up and running, and then maybe you could sort of ease off and then just pedal yourself. So yeah, you could use that as just a boost to get you going at maybe traffic lights and things like that. That's a good point actually, because quite often, you know, maybe there's situations you want to pull off fast out of a junction or something like that. You can use that arm pedal to really give you that boost. And then finally, what we need to do is just remember that this can be used as a normal bike. So let's just stop. What we're going to do is just turn it off, and now just pedal with no assistance at all from the motor. And there we go. And I am really liking this bike. Now, it's not a bike that personally I would ever go out and buy myself, due to the fact that I just don't really require such a bike. But if I was a commuter, do you know what? I don't think I'd be disappointed at this sort of price bracket. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, there are better bikes out there, better constructed bikes. You know, the materials, they're not going to be the best, but for the money, I think it's a great bang for your buck. Now, I'll tell you what we're going to do, try out the brakes now. So it's at 24 kilometers per hour there, and going to hit the brakes. Yeah, stops pretty good. Let's just try that one more time. Again, you know, I'm not a light person, so you got to remember as well that these brakes aren't bedded in properly yet. So let's get up to a decent speed, 24. Yeah, seems pretty good. Well, what can I say? I am very, very impressed with that. Now, I definitely wasn't expecting it to be, you know, such a good quality ride, to be honest. At that sort of price point, I thought it was going to be a little bit rattly, maybe, you know, clunky gear changes and that. But no, to be fair, it's very, very smooth, and I just love the all-electric mode. Now, Mrs. Tech Giant didn't want to be on camera, but you're on camera now. You had a go on it.
Yeah,
What did you think?
It's quite good actually. I'm not fairness, I'm impressed. The seat's really comfortable.
Yeah.
It's nice and spongy.
Yeah, go on. Just getting the mic
and
in there.
yeah, in that electric mode, like you said, it just tops it off really, doesn't it? Because you ain't got a pedal.
And it is really smooth, isn't
yeah,
it? I mean,
is. And it's only got small little wheels.
Yeah. And look, yeah, looking at the size of the wheels, you think it'd be a rock hard ride. You know, like I said, I'm no lightweight, and I'm really impressed with how it brakes and just how it goes in general. Yeah, so all round, I give it a proper thumbs up.
Yeah.
Now, to help you guys out, I have been given a code. I think it will get you 5% off. I'll put it in the description. Fingers crossed it'll work for you. I mean, you're looking at, you know, maybe get about £30 off it if you're here in the UK. So yeah, better than a kick in the teeth, and should bring it down, you know, well under that £600 mark, which is very good value for money. And you know, I'm not getting any sort of affiliate links or anything like that, so I didn't get any money from any sales or anything. Just trying to help you guys out. And yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed today's video, and you appreciate my honesty in this video. And if you do, just favour and give me a thumbs up. And hopefully I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye for now.